Hello traders, it's Tomek here from Nikos Trading Academy. I hope your weekend was fine, but we start the new week, so let's prepare our chart for possible trades. So first pair is Aussie Swiss franc. What we see on the weekly time frame is that it's still pointing down. Yes, it still looks like price might to go down because it's making for us the short 1 to 3 on the weekly chart. We also have the resistance area around this zone. If we draw our level, we'll see that price is retesting it right now. Yes, we see after the correction we have the spikes, and price right now is thinking maybe to go up or bounce and make continuation. If we look for the trend line on this pair, we can draw this line. So we have already line with the 3 touches, which is a really nice line, and also we can draw a little bit different angle like this, so still price might to go up. In case of the breakout of this area, this might be the next target, and we have also small resistance level around this zone, and then a little bit bigger one from the weekly chart will come here, and it's also with the 200 EMA, so another confirmation where price might to go. In case if price decide to bounce, then I would even try to target those lows here, but it's a long-term target. Probably on the lower time frames we will find something in between. If you look for the daily chart, we still see that we have this resistance. We know we have the 200 EMA, we have the trend line, and on the daily chart the trend is up. Yes, we still see that price is making for us higher lows and higher highs, and bounced. Price is bouncing right now on the 36 EMA. We have trend line with 3 touches here, so price didn't touch this line, but it looks like it's trying to climb up again. So this will be opportunity for the intraday traders, because we know that we are close to the resistance on the weekly chart, but still price might go and retest this area or even spike on the line. It's still like 120 pips, 100 pips, so for the intraday traders, good opportunity. So how we can join this? We have to go to the lower time frames, not even on the 4-hour chart probably, but if you like to wait for confirmation, for example, you can wait for the 4-hour chart 1 to 3 and then look for lower time frame entries. But in my opinion, this might be too late, because we know that we are on the resistance area anyway, so that's why I wouldn't wait for the 4-hour chart. But if we go to the 1-hour time frame, we see that price was in the range, but right now it looks like we might have some volatility. So if we see the volatility, if we see the setup, then we can take this long. Of course, we would like to manage the pair around those highs, so try to achieve your win-win scenario, and then simply manage the last lot. Yes, so we wait for this opportunity. We can also wait for the 1 hour and then combine this with lower time frames also, but still remember to lower the risk, because it's if we go to the higher time frames, we know that this is resistance zone. For short entries, I would wait for breakout of this line, and then I would focus on the sells and with the target here. Yes, so we still have to wait for possible sells. Of course, if you see that price is going up but it's not breaking those areas and it's still spiking, then you can still look for the short bounce entries and target this line, and in case of the breakout you will get bigger reward. Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar. If we see this chart, it looks like we are in the range. Of course, the pressure right now is for the short entries, because we see we have only red candles and price is going down. But if we check, we will have this line here on the day, on the weekly. We can also draw the line from this point, and we will see that price is like in kind of the big range here. Yes, so what we have here is opportunity for another bounce move, maybe to this highs, to this line. Yes, so this is the plan, yes, to see that price is struggling, and then possible long scenarios. If we look for the daily chart, we see that price is already reacting on this line. Yes, we see that we have like 2 white candles. We have also trend line. But before we start to think about this, if you are in already, you have to manage the pair on the 36 and the trend line, because what we might have here is like a retest of this zone and price will go again down, maybe to create double bottom, maybe create the false breakout or higher low. So that's why longs, of course, in this case are aggressive, because we are trading against this move, but we know that this zone is good, so we might have this bounce. But we have to understand what else price can do here on the daily chart. So because we still have like 60-70 pips, again for the intraday traders, we might start to look for possible long entries. Of course, aggressive. If we look here on the 4-hour chart, our trend line was broken. This was not good line. We can even adjust the line like this, because we had this reaction, but price didn't go down. Right now it's pointing up. So if we go to the 1-hour time frame, we can start to look for possible long entries here, also with low risk, because it's for the intraday trading. On the 1-hour chart, we can look for possible long scenarios. If we see that price is bouncing here and it's going up, then we can just put the stop loss below the trend line and then try to target this area. But you need to put low risk, because if we check the 1-hour time frame, we have some resistance level here. So we need to be careful, because price still might bounce and will go down because of this move. Yes, because of this move, and we are also on the 12th. Price still might to go and retest. Another opportunity here which we might have is like wait for 1-hour time frame. For maybe bigger retracement, and if we see that price is not going down, it's not breaking the line, but we have volatility for longs, we can go, for example, for the lower time frames like 5-minute chart, and then if we see, okay, price is going to this area, it's spiking, it's not breaking, then if we see the 1 to 3 here, we can take the action, because probably we'll have enough room to manage the pair on the resistance, achieve the win-win scenario. And if price will if price wants to break this, we'll have really good entry, really good opportunity to target this. If we see that price is going down, leave it. Don't jump into the short into short scenarios, because I would still wait to see that price is reacting here and look for another bounce, long bounce entries. Aussie dollar, US dollar. Again, we have the support level here. Price is reacting, it's going up. We discussed this pair. We have the resistance area here, and price is retracing. Yes, it still didn't touch the resistance, the 36 EMA. We don't have any trend lines, good lines. Yes, only this one, which was broken, of course, on the lower time frame. So if we go to the daily chart, we will see this. Like I said, we discussed this pair, but and it looks like price is not making the nice move, but what we see, it still is making higher highs and higher lows. So on the daily chart, it might look like long daily long 1 to 3. So maybe we'll have another continuation to the resistance or to the 200 EMA, and then maybe we'll see bounce and possible continuation of this down move. But because we didn't have bigger retracements here, still price might to go a little bit higher for bigger retracement. Yes, so that's why we want to take opportunities for the longs. We have some room, it's like 100, maybe 130 pips, so there is space to take the longs. Okay, this is the daily long 1 to 3. If we look for the trend lines on the 4-hour chart, we'll see, okay, this line was broken, but we can draw different angle like this, and we still have like 1, 2, 3, 4 touches. Yes, we still have this, and right now price is breaking our 2 to 3 line on the daily chart. Also, we have another line here. Yes, it's more or less the same. Price is breaking this line, so what we would like to get is a setup right now. It looks nicely on the 1-hour chart, so if you get this 1 hour 1 to 3, then you can take the long opportunities and try to manage the pair, of course, on the highs. Here not on the resistance but before, yes, because we still might get retest, maybe price will go down, so that's why here we would like to manage. Yes, so we have opportunity on the Aussie dollar, US dollar. Next pair is Euro New Zealand. Euro New Zealand is still on the support level. We discussed about possible long bounce entries on this pair, and I was in, but there was a big strange spike and I was kicked out from this position, but it was a winning trade anyway. We have support, we still might have those spikes on the 200 EMA, but I still think that we might get this bigger retracement at some point. Right now, if we see on the daily chart, price did this retracement, but it was not retracement like this. Yes, I was looking for that, but unfortunately, maybe we'll have the same situation like here. You see, price just went down, we had this spike, small range, another spike, and then this. Maybe we'll have exactly the same. The level is really good if we look for the daily chart, but like I said, on the weekly we still might get this final spike to touch the 200, but we will see. Right now pressure is still for the short entries. I would look for this move, and if we go to the 4-hour chart, right now we will see that price is in this range wedge, something like this. Yeah, we have this area where price is spiking. We can also, maybe this will be like horizontal range, also like this. But right now we have the line with the spike, so we need to see how price will react here. If we see that price is breaking, is going down and is retesting, then we can delete the line and just leave this area like that. Anyway, I wouldn't touch the short entries for now, because the target should be on the lows. So, and we are not sure if this area is also like this some support range, so we might have not enough space. But of course, if you like, you can still take, because this will be with the main move. Of course, really late entry, so entries on the 5-minute, 15-minute maximum to just grab some pips. But if we see that price is breaking the highs, then it's something different, because we know that okay, the level is good for possible retracements. Then we can take this. Yes, and still our plan is to target the 36 EMA with the 200 EMA. Let's check where is the next possible resistance for this price, and we can try to target this one. Yes, long-term thinking. And if we see, like I said, that price is breaking those lows here, maybe short entries, lower time frames, 5-minute, 15-minute, and then target the lows. Maybe we'll get another spike, so more pips for you than even. Yeah, so this is Euro New Zealand. Still, we try to take this longs. GBP Aussie. GBP Aussie is close to the support level. The next good support level for me is here. If we look for the trend line was broken. Yes, we had this line, it was only with the 2 touches, it was broken. We have also the line here, but it will take some time still before price reach this line. We have the support level here, another one a little bit lower, something around this area. So with the trend line, maybe, who knows. Right now it looks that price is going down, but still we are on the good support level here. Yes, still price might break this, so we might see continuation. The pressure is still for the short entries. We see that we had this big move, price retrace to the 12, and it's reacting and it's trying to go down, so we might still try to catch this move to the support level. It still might be like 300 pips, which is a good target for our time frame to jump into short entries. First, we have to wait for breakout of this line. Price is already breaking this level. Let's check if we have some other lines here, but it looks like we have only line like this, or we can just connect some spikes and we'll see the line like that. Anyway, we have the 12 EMA on the daily chart where price is reacting, so that's why it also gives us the good area. And price is breaking this zone right now. Of course, we need to see clean breakout, because this might be also the spike. But if we see, for example, this scenario, then we can take the short entries. Yes, and then target. First, of course, we have to check the pair, check this trade on the lows, because price still might bounce. But if we see that price is breaking, then support level is really good. So 1 hour time frame, or aggressively intraday traders, if we go to the 15-minute, for example, exactly the same we would like to see on the 15-minute. And then we can jump in a little bit faster, like this, and then upper stop loss above this, and then we can enjoy the ride if price decide to go down. So with really small stop loss we can really get nice risk reward. In New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc, what we see here, of course, price is right now is still retesting the 200, and we had this breakout of the 36. There was also resistance here, really powerful, but price broke this. But if we check, the next resistance is somewhere around this area also, with the 200. Yes, this whole zone, if we look, this whole zone here is our resistance. So we have the 200 EMA in between. We can just leave the line, or we can just leave the 200 EMA somewhere around this area. We can draw it like this, and we know, okay, resistance level is here. Trend line on the weekly chart is around this zone. If we change different angle, difficult chart to draw the trend lines. That's why we always need to have 3 touches, so it's easier to draw. But something like this will be good and enough, and we see, okay, we still have like 140 pips to go to this zone, and possible continuation for the short move. Yes, because it's still making the lower highs on the weekly chart. And but of course, before we think about the short entries, we need to wait for some confirmation. Right now on the daily, it's pointing for the longs. If we look for the trend line, one line is here, so it's far away from the price. Another line is here, so it's close to the 36 EMA. This opportunity is also for the intraday traders, because price is bouncing right now on the 12. It looks like a steep long 1 2 3. So what we would like to achieve, try to take the longs and target the resistance with the trend line. Of course, the first area to manage should be, of course, on the highs. Yes, but we still, to the highs we have like 100 pips. So for the intraday traders it will be okay. Yes, how we can grab this trade, we go to the lower time frames. I wouldn't touch the 4-hour chart, too late, so we need to go to the 1-hour time frame, and here on the 1-hour time frame we have to wait for our setup. Yes, and if we see, okay, price is breaking, we have the retracement, we have the 1 2 3, then we can take the action. We still see that 100 pips, 120 will be good opportunity. If you see that price is going down, it's even better for us, because we will be in the profit zone, which is the 36 and maybe the line with the 3 touches. So then if you get this bigger retracement back to this, and you will see, okay, price is again reacting to take the longs. If we don't see the breakout here, but here, then it's even better, because our risk reward will be bigger. So still look for the longs after breakout here maybe, or on the profit zone here. And the last pair is New Zealand dollar, US dollar, which is still playing around on our resistance level. As you can see, we have the this area here, and price is making also the weekly short 1 to 3. So we have to go to the lower time frames to see the opportunities here, and we have the resistance, but it will be exactly the same like on the previous pair, New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc. Of course, weekly it's pointing for the short entries, but daily it's still pointing up. So before we look for the sells, we have to get some confirmation. Yes, this is the best line which we can draw right now. So to look for the sells, we have to wait for breakouts of this area. Then of course this will be like 2 to 3 line from the weekly. We can look for the sells. We still can look for the longs, aggressive longs, because price reached already the resistance, but again we are on the 12, so we might still get some moves. So it will be like for intraday trade, again to retest the resistance with the previous highs, and maybe price will break this and will continue to go down and up. We don't have this move, so then we can of course try to target the next resistance, which is here, maybe with the EMAs later on. We will see. Of course, ideally we would like to get the bounce on the 36 EMA and the trend line, so from this point we would like to look for the longs. But what we have is like a nice trend line here, yes, and we have two opportunities in this case. We can look for the sells with the lower time frame combinations, because we have what, really nice line, 1 2 3 4 maybe 5 touch, so we have the nice confirmation, okay, bounce, and then for our option with the lower time frame entries, yes, we don't want to take this on the 4 hour, target our profit zone, or wait for breakouts of this area and then target the highs. So when we go to the 1 hour time frame, you see that if we get the breakout on the 1 hour, maybe it will be too late. So it's again better to mix this with lower time frames, like 15-minute. Yes, so we have to wait right now for setups. Maybe price will just make this, and we will see 1 2 3 here. Then we can take the action, or like we said, short entries on this pair. With this 4 hour chart 1 to 3 to look for the sells, and exactly the same we can just go to the 15-minute and wait for the sells after breakout of this line. Yes, and then we can look for short entry. So this will be for the intraday traders, so but we can still take this. Okay guys, so I hope you enjoy this. You see that we are still waiting for some retracements, but on the New Zealand dollar pairs, on Aussie Swiss franc or Aussie pairs, we still can take the late entries for the continuation in ongoing trends. So I hope you like it, and of course talk to you soon. Bye.